Yo, what's good? We are back again with another episode of Divine Dialogue. Y'all know what it is. What's up, man? Y'all know who it is. It's your boy, Bill B. We back again. Another episode, Divine Dialogue. Yeah, straight like that. So, let's get into it, man. Um, First and foremost, as always, I'm always going to tell you to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate everybody who has been doing just that, liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, all of that stuff. I appreciate y'all, man. It goes a long way. And so keep it up. Please keep it up for me. Please. If you enjoy the content, keep it up. Um, Today, man, we are not going to be long-winded. We're gonna get straight to it. I know people have been paying attention. Again, I don't know what it is. Well, I do know what it is. Kendrick is having an amazing year. Kendrick is having an amazing year, and of course, as many people have heard, Kendrick Lamar has dropped another record. Watch the Party Die. Phenomenal record. I enjoyed that record very much, but something that's very surprising and shocking in the midst of him dropping that record is that he shouted out Lecrae and he shouted out Dee-1. Something that is very special, mainly for Lecrae, but in slight ways for the space of Christian hip hop, is to be able to have, have recognition like that from someone like, Kendrick Lamar in the mainstream, to have that shout out, and then to be mentioned in the way he was, saying, I wonder what Lecrae would do, as a means to, applaud his character, meaning he's looking for a way to handle, um, you know, his feelings of, you know, bloodthirst and violence towards the way the industry has operated. And then, him saying, my heart empathetic, I'm like Dee-1. So, and listening to all three of those, I listened to all three of the records, and I'll give my breakdown on all of those. So again, with the Kendrick record, absolutely, positively, it's gonna be inevitable for me. Kendrick has to do something really, really bad for me not to like it. I guess you could say I'm one of his cult fans. I don't really like using that word, but at the end of the day, I am a really huge fan of Kendrick, so that just kind of is what it is. With the shout out to Lecrae and Dee-1, they both also did their own response tracks, which I thought was dope. I think with Lecrae's record, I loved Lecrae's response. I absolutely love Lecrae's response. Me personally, that was the best Lecrae verse that I have ever heard. I'm going to say that one more time so that y'all hear me clearly, because yes, I said that. That was the best Lecrae verse that I ever heard. It was authentic. It was transparent. It was lyrical. I like when Lecrae gets into that pocket. I do. I really enjoy when Lecrae raps in that pocket. I don't listen to a whole lot of Lecrae. I do listen to Lecrae when he drops though, but as far as replay value for me, I don't listen to Lecrae as much. But I will say that I have listened to that freestyle quite a few times. I think I have intent on learning the lyrics. I haven't quite figured it out yet, but I think I think with as much as I've listened to it, I think there's an inclination for me to learn that by heart. And shout out to Wit on the production. I promise you, one day I'm going to work with Wit. One day I want to. I really do. So one day, if you see this, I want to work with you. So, you know, if if you see me and you like, yo, this kid is dope. I like his work. Let's talk. But that's neither here nor there. D1. Now, is a whole nother topic, whole nother situation. With D1, I'm not a fan of D1. Like, when I say not a fan, I mean at all. Uh, for my own particular reasons. But I will say, right, that um I think that what he's trying to do is admirable. I just don't I don't really enjoy the way that he goes about it. I'll say that to maybe give an idea of what I mean by that. The track that he did, which he did trap drums. He did a trap record, not trap drums. He did a trap record. I didn't like it. Um, if I am like frank, it just wasn't it for me. It wasn't it. I don't like the approach. I think that also, let me bring this up. The diss to Joe Budden. Let me backtrack because I'll talk about that in a second. The only reason I actually listened to this diss, or not the diss, I'm sorry. Well, he did diss Joe Budden, but the only reason I listened to D1's response because my friends know, okay, my TLS homies know. I'm in TLS. Shout out TLS. My TLS homies know that I don't want to talk about D1 at all. We have conversations about stuff on social media and things like that in the group chat. And I have asked to politely be left out of those conversations. Again, because I don't necessarily care for his approach. Now, as it pertains to me the only reason I heard the record is because I support my homie Mitch. Shout out Mitch Durrell. I support the homie Mitch. He is also a YouTuber. He has a reaction channel. I will put his channel in the description. But that's the only reason I listen to it, because I watch his reactions. I like to comment, like, I'm subscribed, stuff like that, because, I want my homie to, do well with what he does, and I want to, pour into him by adding to his algorithm. So in any case, I want to listen to it, and because of that, and I didn't enjoy the record. The Joe Budden flip, like if I'm speaking as if I'm just speaking as a rapper's rapper, like, it was dirt. I didn't like it. And people probably not gonna like me saying it's dirt, but it was dirt. I don't like it. Joe Budden, don't butt in, like that was terrible. I didn't enjoy that. But I'm glad that I am glad that people in the Christian hip hop space got their moment. You know what I mean? Like, I'm glad that people in the Christian hip hop space did get a moment to be recognized, and that people are looking for now artists in the Christian space. Like, I'm seeing people on Facebook that, I'm friends with. They may not even come across my music or listen to my music, and that's fine. But they're still talking about Lecrae, and they're still talking about D1, which is a positive sign because, Kendrick has now shed light on, Lecrae. He shed a light on D1, and that allows for opportunity for people who might go and listen to Lecrae and say, hey, he's dope, or listen to D1 and say, hey, he's dope. And it could potentially lead them to listening to other artists in the space. and it could potentially lead to them listening to other artists in the space, which is dope. So hopefully people get introduced to Christian hip hop in a way that allows them to see the good side and not the bad side, because unfortunately there is some bad music out there. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's Christian hip hop, but it is hip hop and it is the music industry. And whether you're Christian or whether you're Buddhist, Muslim, atheist, whatever the case is, if you're making music, it has to be good. That's just the bottom line. If you want people to listen to your music, you have to make good music, or you have to market yourself extremely well. Like, you have to market yourself extremely well. There are a lot of people right now that I don't think they make good music, but they market themselves extremely well. All right. Speaking of marketing yourself, I'm going to take this opportunity to let y'all know that me and my brother Untitled, shout out to my brother Joe, Untitled, we dropped a project this past Friday, a collab EP entitled Before the Story Ends. It's 8 tracks, 7 main tracks, and then a 8th bonus track. If you have not checked that out, go check that out now. It's streaming on all DSPs, all platforms. All right. I enjoyed making that EP with Joe. It took us 2 years to make, and I go back and I listen to it. One thing about making music as an artist is sometimes you're making a project or you're making music or what have you, and it's possible to have heard certain songs so many times that, like, you could potentially question yourself as to whether they're still good or not. But this is not the case with that. I have music that's coming later this week, okay, as well as and I won't say with who or what yet, but I got music coming later this week. I got music coming next month. I got music coming in November. I have music dropping in January and February. I have music already lined up. I got an EP I'm dropping next year in the spring, and it's already done. So there's a lot lined up. But what I will say is that, again, like what I was getting at basically is, it's possible as an artist to hear a song that you've done repeatedly and wonder if it's good or not. But I don't feel that way with any of my music, from going forward. I really don't feel that way about any of my music at all this year, or maybe in the last 2 years, honestly. And that's a good thing, because now I know and I feel that as an artist, I'm headed in the right direction. So like I told y'all, man, it was going to be brief. It was going to be short. It was going to be sweet. Not a whole lot of yabba dabba do, if that makes any sense. But that's it, dog. That's it. That's all. Appreciate y'all. Again, like, share, and subscribe. If you have questions about anything I say, any questions about anything that I feel, please leave them in the comments. All right, leave them in the comments, and I will respond. I promise I will. Appreciate y'all. I hope y'all have an amazing rest of your week. Be safe. Be easy. It's B.